Hello and welcome to our channel, where we discuss the most pressing global issues of our time. Today, we will be talking about the ongoing Taiwan crisis and why China wants Taiwan. In this video, we will provide a detailed explanation of the historical background, the current situation, and the reasons why China considers Taiwan as an integral part of its territory.
The Taiwan Strait is a narrow body of water that separates the island of Taiwan from mainland China. Taiwan, also known as the Republic of China, is a self-governing democratic island that has been the source of a long-standing dispute between China and Taiwan. China considers Taiwan as a breakaway province that must be reunified with the mainland, while Taiwan sees itself as an independent sovereign state. The history of the Taiwan Strait dates back to the Chinese Civil War in the late 1940s.
The Chinese nationalists, led by Chiang Kai-shek, were defeated by the Chinese Communists, led by Mao Zedong. The nationalists fled to Taiwan and established a government there, while the Communists established the People's Republic of China on the mainland. Since then, China has considered Taiwan as a part of its territory, but Taiwan has developed into a prosperous democracy with its own government, economy, and military. The current situation in the Taiwan Strait is tense, with China increasing its military presence and conducting military drills near the island. China has also stepped up its diplomatic pressure on Taiwan, seeking to isolate it from the international community. The United States, which is Taiwan's biggest ally, has been providing military and economic support to Taiwan, which has angered China. China sees Taiwan as an integral part of its territory and believes that reunification is necessary for its national sovereignty and territorial integrity. Taiwan is strategically important to China because it is located in a vital location in the Western Pacific, which gives China access to the Pacific Ocean and allows it to project its naval power in the region. Taiwan is a prosperous economy and a major trading partner of China. China sees Taiwan as an important economic partner and wants to benefit from its economic growth. The issue of Taiwan is closely linked to Chinese nationalism, which sees the reunification of Taiwan as a symbol of national pride and unity. China believes that Taiwan is a security threat to its territorial integrity, and its reunification would enhance China's national security. Furthermore, China sees the U.S. military presence in Taiwan as a threat to its regional interests and wants to limit American influence in the Asia-Pacific region. China's claim over Taiwan is based on the One China policy, which states that there is only one China, and Taiwan is a part of it. This policy is an important aspect of China's foreign policy and is supported by several countries, including the United Nations, which recognizes the People's Republic of China as the sole legitimate government of China. The reunification of Taiwan with China is also an important political objective for the Chinese leadership. President Xi Jinping has made it clear that reunification is a priority for China, and he has set a timeline of 2049, the 100th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China, for the reunification of Taiwan. China has also been using its soft power to influence Taiwan, including offering economic incentives to Taiwanese businesses and students to come to China, and promoting the idea of one country, two systems, which is the model used for Hong Kong and Macau. The issue of human rights is a major concern in the Taiwan crisis. Taiwan is a vibrant democracy with a strong record of protecting human rights, while China is a one-party state with a history of human rights violations. Many in Taiwan fear that reunification with China would lead to a loss of their democratic rights and freedoms. China and Taiwan have a history of animosity dating back to the Chinese Civil War. The Communist Party of China and the nationalists fought each other for control of China, with the nationalists eventually retreating to Taiwan. This historical animosity has led to a deep mistrust between the two sides. Taiwan's democratic values and human rights record are a major point of contention between China and Taiwan. While Taiwan is a vibrant democracy with a strong record of protecting human rights, China is a one-party state with a history of human rights violations. Many in Taiwan fear that reunification with China would lead to a loss of their democratic rights and freedoms. Public opinion in Taiwan is overwhelmingly against reunification with China. Polls have consistently shown that a majority of Taiwanese people support maintaining the status quo or declaring independence. This has created a dilemma for China, which wants to reunify with Taiwan but faces strong opposition from the Taiwanese people. Taiwan's international recognition is also a point of contention between China and Taiwan. Taiwan is only recognized by a handful of countries, and China has been using its diplomatic influence to isolate Taiwan from the international community. This has made it difficult for Taiwan to participate in international organizations and has limited its ability to conduct diplomacy. The United States is a major factor in the Taiwan crisis. The US has been providing military and economic support to Taiwan for decades and has pledged to defend Taiwan in the event of an attack. This has angered China, which sees the US as interfering in its domestic affairs. China also has significant economic interests in Taiwan. Taiwan is a major trading partner for China, and many Taiwanese businesses have invested heavily in China. China views reunification as a way to secure its economic interests in Taiwan and to further integrate Taiwan into the Chinese economy. China's military capabilities have also increased significantly in recent years, which has added to tensions in the Taiwan Strait. China has invested heavily in its military, developing advanced weapon systems, including ballistic missiles, stealth fighters, and aircraft carriers. This has raised concerns in Taiwan and among other countries in the region about China's military intentions. Taiwan has a unique identity and culture that is distinct from China. Taiwan sees itself as a democratic, modern, and cosmopolitan society, while China sees Taiwan as a wayward province that needs to be brought back under Chinese control. The issue of identity is important to the people of Taiwan, and any resolution to the Taiwan crisis must take into account the aspirations and desires of the Taiwanese people. Cross-strait relations have been complicated by the absence of formal diplomatic relations between China and Taiwan. China has refused to have diplomatic relations with any country that recognizes Taiwan as an independent state, while Taiwan has sought to expand its international presence and recognition. This has led to a delicate diplomatic dance between China and Taiwan, with both sides trying to gain advantage while avoiding direct conflict. The Taiwan crisis has important implications for regional and global security. The United States, Japan, and other countries in the region have a significant stake in the peaceful resolution of the crisis. Any escalation of the conflict could lead to a broader regional conflict and could have significant economic and geopolitical consequences. China's desire for reunification with Taiwan is also driven by its desire for greater regional influence. Taiwan is strategically located in the Taiwan Strait, which is an important maritime gateway to the Asia-Pacific region. Control over Taiwan would give China greater control over this vital waterway and would allow China to project its power more effectively in the region. In recent years, China has conducted a series of military exercises near Taiwan, which has increased tensions in the region. These exercises have included simulated amphibious assaults on Taiwan, which have been seen as a warning to Taiwan and the United States. China has also been using its diplomatic influence to pressure countries to sever ties with Taiwan. China has been successful in convincing several countries to switch recognition from Taiwan to China in recent years, which has further isolated Taiwan on the international stage. The political status of Taiwan is a key issue in the Taiwan crisis. China insists that Taiwan is a part of China and has called for reunification under the One China policy. Taiwan, however, considers itself to be an independent sovereign state and has rejected China's claims of sovereignty over the island. International law is also a factor in the Taiwan crisis. The United Nations recognizes China as the sole legitimate government of China, but it does not recognize Taiwan as a separate sovereign state. This has complicated efforts to resolve the Taiwan crisis through international law and diplomacy.
In conclusion, The Taiwan crisis is a complex issue that has its roots in the historical and political tensions between China and Taiwan. China's desire to reunify Taiwan with the mainland is driven by its territorial, strategic, economic, and nationalistic interests. The situation in the Taiwan Strait remains tense, and any escalation of the conflict could have serious consequences for regional stability and global security.
Thank you for watching this video. If you found this content informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on global issues. And as always, please leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section below.